welcome to the first studio vlog of 2020. It's currently Friday the 3rd of January. We've got me, Mike and Emily in the studio today. First day back and then we'll be off for the weekend, but it's still the first day back because we wanted to process everyone's orders because I had the store open but the shipping times and everything was changed to 2 to 3 weeks. So everyone's back in today, going to get on the orders and try and fulfill as much as possible. I actually started work yesterday but I did it all from home. It was all the emails and catching up and things like that, a lot of Patreon work as well. I also have my cup of coffee ready, and how cute is this mug? I got this from Disney World and I got it from the Starbucks. So at each Disney park, like Animal Kingdom and stuff, they have Starbucks there and they do these exclusive Starbucks mugs and it is so perfect. Look at this. Anyway, today is going to be a day of kind of planning, sorting out what's going to go on in January. I've already talked about my goals and everything with my Patreons, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later on because I'm going to have a meeting with Mike and Emily at a coffee shop later on today, and we're going to kind of brainstorm and discuss where we want Katnipp to go in 2020 and what our 2020 goals are as a team. But I had a really exciting package off BenQ and they reached out to me and said that they would like to send me a monitor. Now this is a designer's monitor. It's specifically made for artists and creators, and I think the premise behind it is to give true colours, and yeah, I'm really excited to unbox it. So they reached out to me, asked if I would like to do an unboxing and a review, so I thought yeah, this would be absolutely epic because I work in here when Mike and Emily are in the studio because I have 2 Macs in the studio, one for shipping and using the shipping label and one for printing out all the products. Now the reason we don't use just one of them is because one of them is extremely slow, and that is the shipping label one, and the bigger one that I usually use is the faster one. So Mike and Emily usually use the big fast one and only use the smaller one for shipping labels, so that means I can't be on the Mac in there. But I have a MacBook, so sometimes I actually edit my videos on the MacBook. It's not as fast. For when I'm working in here, it's actually perfect because I'll have a larger screen to now work on. So I said yeah, I would do a little review video with you guys and unbox it and see what my thoughts are. So first things first, let's set up the monitor and do a little unboxing and see what we think about it. It's not sponsored at all. I haven't been paid to unbox it or anything like that. They just reached out to me and gifted me this monitor, so it's definitely not sponsored. These are my honest thoughts and opinions. Let's see what it's like, shall we? So this is it. It is a BenQ Designer monitor, and this one is a 27-inch version. Oh, it's actually huge. It's taken up my whole desk. The only thing about having this out is I sit opposite a window, and when I used to work just in here before I had the second studio, I found that the monitor actually blocked all the sunlight. It's really heavy. So here we've got a disc with the drivers and everything in, but I don't have a disc tray on my Mac, so I'm assuming I'll be able to get the drivers online for this. Ooh. Wow, it's a lot chunkier than I thought it was going to be. I'm so used to the Mac screens being very slim and lightweight. This is a lot chunkier, a lot heftier, but I can see that the display goes all the way to the edges by the looks of things, so it's got an energy rating of C. This is what was in the package. I've just laid it out. We've got the hotkey puck here, we've got what looks like the base stand. Oh, this seems like it might go at the back to cover the metal bit. We've got this very heavy duty metal stand, so this is very heavy. It's not a lightweight monitor or anything like that. It's quite heavy. And then I'm assuming this is heavy as well, the base stand for the monitor. We've got some cables here, some kettle leads, some HDMI leads. clever. So this is kind of like spring loaded, but the weight of it, you can kind of just slide it up and down and position it in kind of the position you want. So this stand here, can you see? It's either gas or something, or spring loaded or something, but it, oh, slammed it really hard there. But yeah, it's nice. Emily helped me plug in the thing so I can plug in the back, and it's automatically done it. I didn't even. Wow, the quality is really good. I want to see. So I've tidied all the stuff away and set it up, and I've actually been using this for the last hour to have a go at it, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to be totally honest with you. This is going to change the game of editing. So particularly when I'm editing a YouTube video, I have Final Cut Pro up here. I'm editing a Florida vlog at the minute, and down here it's perfect because I can have kind of a different file up. So these are like my music files that I get from Epidemic Sound, and I can just kind of drag and drop the media using two monitors. So normally what I do is I have like the folder kind of maximized behind it, and I have to switch backwards and forwards, but having a dual monitor just completely changes that, and it's absolutely epic. I've really been enjoying using it. So thank you so much to BenQ for sending me this. We also figured out how to use this little tracking pad, and this actually plugs directly into the back of the monitor. This little dial here set up as the volumes. When I use this dial, as you can see, I've got it set up so that it turns the volume up and down. But then you can also switch between displays. So I've actually got this display set up as MacBook so that it matches the display of my MacBook. So, but you can have different color modes and set these up to different display modes. Like this is now sRGB, and then number 3 is display P3. So if we click this center button in, it'll bring up this menu, which is really handy, and you can kind of change all the inputs and everything. You can change the picture profile, the brightness, the color mode, all by using this little dial here. And I changed the color mode to, it's got so many, it's got DCI3, look at all these different modes you can get, display P3, HDR, so you can use whichever is suitable for you. I've been using the MacBook setting. I really like that one. But yeah, that's pretty cool, pretty handy. And with the custom key, you can switch it over here. You can actually take control of this and key in which one you want these custom keys to represent. So you could change this to like brightness or mute and stuff like that. I've got the controller key dial up for volume because I think this is a good toggle to have for volume. The mouse is now here, but I want it to go up here. The mouse follows it up here. You can set it up on the Mac yourself. So what I did was I went to System Preferences, I went to Displays, Arrangement, and you can move the arrangement of your screen. So this is obviously the big screen that BenQ have provided, and this is where my Mac is placed, and I just placed it exactly in the position of where my MacBook is, or you can move that around. So if the MacBook was to the side of the monitor, you can put it to the side, but my MacBook is directly in the middle underneath, so I've got it to that. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this. Also, one thing that's pretty cool, you can turn the display 90 degrees. So you can have a long display like this. So overall, I'm extremely impressed with this monitor. It is a professional grade monitor, so I did expect it to be quite high quality. One thing I would say is obviously the heaviness of it, but with it being a professional grade one, it is extremely sturdy and easy to maneuver up and down and side to side, and tilts backwards and forward. I would like the monitor itself to have a little bit more tilt, especially when it's higher up. It would be nice for it to tilt a little bit more, but it's currently perfect as it is. It's currently at a good setup as it is at its maximum height. So I really like it. It's currently on Amazon retailing at £815.99. They do have a few different types of monitors available on there, but this one particularly is the PD2720U that I have plugged in and reviewed. So thank you so much BenQ for reaching out and sending me this, and I really like it. I really think it's going to change my workflow. Hello guys, editing Catherine here. I'm currently editing this vlog on this Mac, like the Mac in this main office, and I've actually edited 2 videos using the new BenQ monitor, and honestly I really wish I had 2 monitors in here now, because it's really handy having all the tabs and all my music and everything open in a separate monitor. Didn't even know that I needed a second monitor, and now that I've had it I'm like, oh my gosh, this has changed the way I've done things. Also, one thing that I will point out that I didn't mention is, as I've been using it over the last week, is that the port that you plug into the MacBook for the display actually charges your laptop at the same time, so you don't have to have your charger plugged in for your Mac, so it eliminates leads. The Thunderbolt power cable that you use to display is also a charging port, so when your monitor's turned on it charges your laptop. I find that really handy and convenient. Anyway, back to the normal video. Super happy with my new setup, and this is going to be where I kind of edit a lot of videos and do some designing when Mike and Emily are in the other room. Anyway, speaking of Mike and Emily, they are waiting for me to go for coffee. They're really hungry, so, and I've finished my coffee. It is now 1:30, so we're going to head off for coffee now, and we're going to have our yearly chat about our goals and where we would like Katnipp to head into the direction of for 2020. So let's go for coffee now, shall we? Guys, and happy Monday. It's now Monday. I've had the weekend off. That's one of my goals for this year, is to try and take weekends off. Anyway, I've just got an exciting package, and I think it is the new notebooks. Now these are super late, to be honest, but I think it's because it was over Christmas and they were meant to get delivered on the 27th of December, so now I can finally take photos and get them all released and everything. I've also got some little strip magnets through the other room because I'm going to put away about 25 of these, maybe 50, what do you think, for strip magnet ones? Maybe
50.
Do you think?
I prefer them with magnets.
Would you?
Yeah, because then I don't lose them. They're right there.
Now, one thing I've already learned about the planners is next time I'm definitely going to order more pages per sheet, and I'm also going to make the backing card a little thicker because I do think they're a little bit thin. I would have preferred them being a little bit thicker. Oh, that's so cute. Let me just point down. Ta-da! Oh, Oh, they're so ditty and cute. They're perfect like little to-do lists, and then there'll be a magnetic strip. As you can see, there's only 25 sheets per thing, so I think next time I'll definitely make them thicker, and the backing card is a little thinner as well, so I think I'll opt for the thicker backing card. Oh my gosh, I feel like I want to use them now. The print quality is really, really nice as well. Like I'm looking. Do you want to have a look at them? What do you think?
The print quality is really nice, isn't it?
Right?
I love the colours you've used.
The colours are like perfect. Oh, that one's got a little bit of a mark on it, but it was on the top. Can you see where it says to do? It's kind of got like a little white smudge, but the rest aren't like that, I don't think.
Cute, Catherine.
Do you like them?
I really like that, yeah.
Do you think I should make a sticker set based off these little teapot guys?
I do really think that they're cute.
Really nice. I was thinking of selling them in a set as well, but also hi, and excuse the finger marks on my Mac, that is so gross, but I've accidentally updated my Mac and now it's going to take 18 minutes to freaking turn on. I know, right? Also, they're the magnets.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to be a bit too big. Oh no, they fit perfectly. So, well, I'd rather have them a bit large so they stick to the fridge really easily without sliding down. And I did measure the pads, so they should, and the self-adhesive on the back, so it's just a case of sticking them on. Let's see what this looks like, and let's stick it to the fridge and see how it turns out.
You probably want it about the tops that you can like tear the pages off from the fridge easily.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
This one's going to be mine because I've bent it, and you're having that one because I've just put a mark on it. You're like, Catherine, stop, you're ruining all the things. And then stick it on in the centre. There we go. Magnetic strip. Let's stick it to the fridge and see what it looks like. So here's the fridge. Yay! Oh, it looks cute. That's actually quite strong as well. Feel that. Do you want to tear off a sheet and see if it's strong enough?
Yep.
Without like tearing it down. This is why it's good to have it a little thicker, I think.
Should I go one-handed first?
Ah! Oh, it didn't even budge. It didn't move at all, did it?
No.
Oh, that's good then.
My terrible tearing attempts.
Nice and stiff on the fridge. So, how many do you reckon I should make into magnets, guys? Let me know in the comments. And then you can have a little fridge to-do list, and if they sell out really well, we can always make some more magnets on. So we'll probably spend the day sticking loads of magnets on the back of these and then packaging them up. How far can I throw it? Yes! Emily, I've just noticed a slight problem. This print is lighter than that one, so they don't actually match perfectly. Can you see? I wonder why that's happened. Definitely learnt from this batch, and I wonder why they have printed out two separate colours. I think I'm going to have to take a photo and send that to the manufacturer and see what's went on there. This has been a learning curve with this first batch of products. They haven't come out perfectly. I've learnt along the way. I'm still going to sell them, but I'm probably going to sell them at a lower price than what my other ones will be, which I'll refine, which always happens. Like enamel pins, when I first ever had my first enamel pin, there was little teething problems and I sold them and then I learnt from them. So then when I made enamel pins in the future, I learnt from my mistakes and everything. Anyway, today I wanted to do an actual video about my goals for 2020 and sit down with you guys and kind of talk through how I set goals and kind of, yeah, what I do in the year to achieve those goals. So I'm going to sit down and do a video about that, and then I'm going to make an actual pretty planner page in this new bullet journal that Kat's planner did for me. And later on today we're going to design some new packaging for the products and everything. Also, I need to call my packaging company because the items still haven't arrived and we're running out of packaging products and we're kind of having to adapt and overcome with what we've got. So a lot of pins are going in like boxes and stuff which we don't normally ship it in, so I need to give them a call as well. Let's get into the first proper week of work, shall we? On the agenda is to design some packaging, so I want to buy reinforced paper tape for my card boxes that I use. I also want to illustrate some tissue paper. Now, I've seen loads of different artists talk about No Issue and be sponsored by them, and they've received things off No Issue Co. So I'm thinking, should I just try them? They seem fairly simple to use and the prices seem reasonable. Also, I've went on No Issue and Leah Lexon's paper tape is like the first thing you see, which is quite cute. Look at this. It's like, that's Leah Lexon's stuff. But I've also heard of Sticker Mule as well. So I'm going to look into the two things. But meanwhile, I am going to design some stickers and things like that. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to do brown and pink or blue and pink, because they're the two colours I kind of switch around. I've been using a lot of browns and pinks lately, but it's either blue and pink or brown and pink. So now what I've been doing is mood boarding the colours next to each other. So this is kind of the colour of my packaging. The tape is perfect, but I can't get a tissue paper that I like. I can't get it to like look good. So this is another option. This is of two colours again. But because of the negative pink, it just doesn't seem to work very well. This is the other colour option. So on the outside of the package there will be this tape on the brown, then the inside of the package will be this like pink with the pink that's in Katnipp's hair that I normally use, and then it will be sealed with this, so that it'll kind of look like that. So I think this is the final colour combinations we set on. So I'm going to pay the extra for two colours and have the pink and brown, and then the tape is matching, and then this will either be in brown or pink. Hello guys and happy Tuesday. It's now Tuesday. I've got Mike in the studio today because we're still trying to catch up on all the orders that kind of accumulated over the Christmas period. It's now later on in the day. It is 1:15 and I didn't manage to finish my packaging yesterday. I really wanted to get it sent off yesterday, but I was torn between two designs. I had a navy design and a pink and brown design, and it took me a lot longer than I thought it would to actually design and everything, and I managed to get home around 6 PM last night, but it still took a lot longer. But I promised myself that I'm going to try and stick to a working schedule. So I went home and pondered over it and then came back to it with a fresh set of eyes. Still none the wiser. So what I did was I put a poll on Instagram, but then it got 50-50 and I just don't know what to do. So I think what I'm going to do is actually blend the two, because I like the contrasting of the navy one with the pink. What I'm going to do is darken the brown up and lighten the pink, and then hopefully I'll get that nice contrast that I actually enjoy. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. Do you prefer the pink and the navy or the brown and the pink? Let me know. The planner that I designed earlier on, which is going to be available as a digital download in my Etsy store for you guys, so you can download it. There's no physical product. You'll download it and print it off as you need it. and it's like open planner, so it can, once you've got that file, you've got it for life and you can print it for any month you want to. I'm doing a launch in my Etsy store on Friday at 5 p.m. and that will include the new, oops, sorry about that, that will include the new planners as well, so the to-do list and the you know, weekly planners. They will be going live tomorrow, Friday 4 p.m. So Friday the 10th of January. Yeah, I really hope you enjoy them. I will see you in a little bit. Thank you so much for watching the first studio vlog of 2020. Here's to the next year. Let's grow together and see, yeah, and see where this year takes us, shall we? Alright then. Thanks for watching. Love you. Goodbye.